What's up, guys? I had to make a follow-up to the video that I did this morning because I was listening to it and I kind of wanted to smack myself a little. If you didn't watch it, go back so you know what I'm talking about, so I don't sound like a crazy person. But, you know, I'm talking about how in some of the darkest times of our lives, we feel like God has left us, and in reality, He is the one that is completely solid and unchanging and still just sitting there with open arms ready for us to sit there with Him. And we're the ones that feel that distance and have to do really the work of self-analyzing and thinking, all right, how am I going to remain close to God? How am I going to see Him in this situation? How am I going to see the light and the beauty in this situation? However, that really, all of that is true, but that puts the blame completely on us, which is also not okay. The biggest thing that I will admit I am the first one to forget to do or think about, but I think a lot of us do, is we also have to analyze who else is involved, and that is the enemy. And, you know, a lot of times it's not even something that we need to fix or change in our thinking or anything like that, because everything we're feeling or going through or thinking may be completely justified. What we have to think about is, how is the enemy attacking me right now? How is he putting a complete wedge right in between my love for God and my actions and that closeness with God in very real ways? And instead of putting the focus on maybe praying more, reading the Bible more, serving other people more, thinking about the positives in a situation more, doing anything more to change our situation, really all we have to do is address Him and go, screw you. Don't come into my life. Don't come into my family. Don't come into my thoughts. You're not welcome anywhere. Your lies, your feelings of anxiety and fear and anger and resentment and emptiness and all the negative things are absolutely forbidden anywhere in my life, in my space, in my speech, in my thoughts, anything. And that's a really hard thing to remember. I think for those of us that are fixers, that, are really hard on ourselves, always will put the blame on ourselves and think, oh, I need to change this or that, or I need to be doing something to fix my relationship with God or make the best of this situation. And then those of us that maybe aren't so much like that may put more of the blame on God and say, why'd you abandon me? Why aren't you here? Why aren't you listening? Why aren't you fixing this situation? And again, we have to put our mind on who the messed up one in this situation is, because he's just playing with us. He's playing with us like puppets, like a cat with a laser, because in our grief, in our anger, sadness, emptiness, whatever it may be, it's so easy to distract us. And he is so good at lying and so good at masking and just detouring our hearts and our minds. So you don't even have to be good at it. You don't have to be eloquent. There's nothing special about addressing him or getting rid of him in your life. Just say, you're not allowed here. You're not allowed here. For better words, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on here, but fuck off, Just, you're not permitted anywhere in my life. There's no time for that, and you're so insignificant. There's no way you are going to trump the power of God and the love that we have for each other, and the power of either your relationship with your spouse, with your family, with anybody. He is so tiny, and he only has enough power that, the power that we give him, really. As soon as we say, nah, get out of my life, and he doesn't have anything, he can't do anything. So anyway, have a good day, guys.